Buddy, how are we all? Well, I'm just chilling. It's not really doing anything in this live, just having a chat. Just going with the flow of the conversation of the bros. Hello, hello. How are you today? Are you good? Hey, hey. Oh. How are you all today? What you all been up to? I'm gonna have my haircut on Saturday. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh shit. Hold on 1 minute. One minute. Una minute. Una minute. Hello, everybody. How are you all today? Are you good, yeah? Yeah. Oh, there we go. No more training for a few days. Nice relaxing time off. No more training for a few days there, boy. No. We can chill now, yes? Oh, yes, we can chill. And let the body heal. Let it heal. Good morning, Nate. How you doing? No exercise now for me, mate. I think I've done enough for the last fucking couple of weeks, like, and then I'm back now in about 3 days. Not at the gym for 3 days, mate. Get to chill for 3 fucking days, mate. Come on. I love training, but it's nice to get to chill. You know, let the body heal and stuff. I am, Nate. I am. Man, mug. I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just chillaxing, mate. I'll tell you now. By the way, who are you, mug? Because you're a mod that's changed your name. So what mod are you that's changed your name from who to who? Because I don't reckon, listen, that's you being a mod of mine. Yeah, right, is like, well, who's that? Because I know all my mods. So it's obviously one of you's changed your name. So who is it? How is it simple? I was wondering who it was. Yes, simple. How you doing, bro? It's simple to work out. Oh, God. Oh, I smell Tony, and it's a nice smell. Oh, darling. How are you today? What's for tea? Not really sure, mate, today. Don't know. Tony will probably tell me what's for tea kind of thing. What's for tea today, Bob? YouTube's asking what's for tea today. Am I cooking or are you cooking? Oh, she's made chilli. Chilli for tea then, mate. Chilli for tea. Thank you, babe. Oh, God. By the way, this is just a general chat. We can talk about anything, really. Yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow. I can't wait for tomorrow, babe. I can't even fucking wait, man. So yeah, I'm just following conversation from chat today. I've not come on with anything to talk about. I've just come on to follow chat and have a chat with you all. So, you know, one of them ones, it's one of them lives where you guys are really sparking the conversations up. I'm just here to just follow the conversations, you know what I mean? I've not come on here with anything to talk about. I don't really do much at the moment, just training and that. Golf's got its way back and playing my game again. Apart from that, I'm not really doing much. It's going to be nice to get back to normal training times over the next couple of weeks. That's going to be fun. But apart from that, not really much to talk about, mate. What do you lot want to talk about? Let's get some subjects fired up. What you lot been watching? What's everybody else been watching? Always a positive day, Alfie. Always a positive day if I'm involved. Yeah, the weather's coming out now, isn't it? It's getting better. It's getting better, Alfie. It's getting... Well, in Birmingham, today is probably the nicest day I've seen this year. So, come on. Yeah, definitely the nicest day we've had, I reckon, this year. Oh, well, we were about to break, haven't we? And leave all the shittest weather behind us. Thank fuck for that. Because I don't think anyone needs any more of that shit. I do socials full time, yeah. I've got another video to upload for you today. Bicep training. And for those of you who enjoy the training videos, I will do some training videos in my house. I'm just going to have a couple of weeks on the gym and a couple of weeks off the gym. Simple reason, because obviously when I go to the gym really late, I do that like really fucking late. Yeah, I don't mind going really early because I'm up early every morning, but going really fucking late, I do that, yeah, to film for you guys or to film for TikTok. Because I don't just film for YouTube, I film for TikTok as well. So I don't really film people when I'm in the gym because it's not polite to get loads of people on the camera. And if there's like 100 odd people walking around in the gym, there's no way I'm going to be able to keep them off camera. There's no fucking way, do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to be as polite as I can with the people who train there. But for me to train that fucking late on a night time, 1 o'clock in the morning, mate, it's a fucking nightmare. I think you've got to keep your energy levels popping till 1 in the morning. Then you've got to go and do your training session and be back for 3 in the morning. It's a weird, awkward time. So the next couple of weeks, like I said, you'll get some training at home. You won't get none at the gym. And then in a couple of weeks, I'll go back to the gym. I'll sacrifice my nice times at the gym, yeah, to obviously train for you guys when I'm not going to be capturing people on camera. Oh yeah, my sleep schedule is a mad one. The thing is with me though, bro, because I only have 6 hours sleep, so I can really plan around that. I'm indoors today because I'm outdoors all day tomorrow, but I'm playing golf tomorrow with Witty. So I'm just chilling today. I'm just having a nice chilled day. So I've been to the gym this morning. I've also been running. So I've done enough today. So I'm just chilling now. Upload a few videos to TikTok. I've got a video to upload to YouTube. Job's a fish, Fanny's your aunt, Bob's your uncle, mate. Clean my golf clubs and that, ready for tomorrow. Yeah, clean my golf clubs ready for tomorrow. And then I'm gone tomorrow all day. I'm going to play 9 holes live here. Only 9 holes. Do you know what I mean, right? And then the second 9 will be TikTok videos. I'm not going to do loads, I'm going to do some. Because TikTok ain't had no content off me for fucking time. They had no content off me for ages. Who would want to pay for me to do an online training course with them? Honestly, bro, I mean, I'm not a professional personal trainer. I did used to be a personal trainer, but not qualified. It's just all of my clients knew when they came to me that they was paying for my knowledge. Do you get what I mean? and not really for the qualifications that would, you know, you would need the knowledge to get. I've already got the knowledge. Like I could go and do a personal training course and I'd pass that fucker clean. You know what I mean, right? Because of just the amount of knowledge that I have. But I've always thought to myself, you know, I can give this information out for free. I mean, I suppose I could do like an online training thing with loads of people and get you all training with me. Charge you £10 a fucking week or some shit, I don't know. It's something I might consider in the summer. You know what I mean? I might consider it. Just charge you all 10 quid. Well, I could charge you, I don't know. Yeah, 10 quid a week. 10 quid a week. And for 10 quid a week, I could do 2 full body sessions with you for the first few months. And then once you've got all that down, then I could start moving you more onto compound lifts and the theory behind training and what you should be eating and what you shouldn't be eating. Nah, I'm not a PT against Sting. I'm just thinking about maybe doing it online. I'm thinking about maybe doing it online, mate.
A bit of sleep.
I did get to sleep when I got out of the bath.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I come back after running, ate some food, chilled with these for about 40 minutes, and when I got in the bath, laid in the bath for about an hour and a half.
but it's like a wrinkly old
I was like a wrinkly old man, yeah. And then went to sleep for about an hour. Oi, oi. Yes, Resin. I'm just with the flow of the chat today, by the way. So I'm just going with the flow of the chat. We're just talking about whatever you guys are really wanting to talk about today. I'm adding little bits here and there, but you know. What do I make of what's happened in Mexico? What the fuck has happened in Mexico? I don't watch the news, do I? What's happened in Mexico, bro? Yes, Vanessa. How you doing, my brother? Loyalty's always everything, bro. Cartel leader killed. Oh, well, if a cartel leader's been killed, bro, then you're going to have gangs of Mexicans looking for gangs of Mexicans and fucking mad fucking fighting all over the place, isn't it? So... It will be a war zone over there right now. So hopefully the people just stay the fuck out of it. Stay in your houses. If you see them motherfuckers on them fucking pickup trucks driving around with machine guns and that, stay in your houses, man. Don't go out and ask them what they're doing around your area. It's not a good idea. How are you, Leslie? What you been up to? I ain't seen you for a while. Fuck me, Linus, I ain't spoke to you for, God, it's a few months now, isn't it? What was you doing? God? You was getting baptised or something, were you? Did you do it? Are you still on the same path? There are professionals who do free lessons, yes, but it's my audience asking me to personal train again. So if you don't want those lessons, that's fine. I've been doing my shit for free for a long time. A long time, for years. Years and years and years. So, you know, it's one of them ones. If you don't want it, don't fucking pay for it. If I decide to do it. And professionals don't give their expertise for free. They go onto YouTube to build up the client base. You do realise that, right? And they charge like £50 a fucking hour. Minimum. Some of them £150 an hour. Depends on who the person is. After me, you have to know what you're doing. No, I definitely know what I'm doing, bro. See, the proof is in the pudding. If I take my top off now, I'll make you blush. Proof is in the pudding, mate. It's that simple. The proof is in the body. The proof is in how fast I've done it as well. 1 month. All right, Ruth. In 1 month, I've gone from what I was to what I am. No steroids, just pure fucking knowledge and pure training. Proof is definitely underneath my top. I've already been a personal trainer, you silly cunt. I was a personal trainer years ago. I had quite a few clients, to be fair. I just stopped doing it because I got injuries. Yes, Sting had some good hard gym sessions, bro. Some proper painful ones, right? It's mad with me in this thing because anything I ask you to do, I can do, isn't it? So it's like, you know, I used to say this all the time. My clients, I'd say, right, you got to do this, 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 and this. And the clients would look at me like, what? I'd be like, what, you don't believe it can be done? Watch. Boom, 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 boom. I'd be like, there you go. You see me do it. It was quite easy. So you can definitely do it, right? And that gives them, then they're like, okay, yeah, it can be done. It can be fucking done. And then they get on with it and they get it done. Yeah, exactly, Stinger. What does my diet consist of? I am not bothered about what it looks like, bro. You have to understand that. Whatever my physique looks like at the time is just a byproduct of my training, right? So I am never interested in what it looks like. Yes, I'm interested in not being particularly having too much fat. I'm interested in having more muscle than fat. I'm interested in being fit, strong, agile, all that. But I don't care how it looks. So for me, my diet is protein, protein, fucking protein, protein. That's all I think about. I don't think about what goes with it. I don't think how many carbs I'm eating. Yeah, I eat good fats. I eat with me, peanut butter. Yeah, that's how I get my good fats, peanut butter. Spoonful of peanut butter. That's it. Simple. So simple to get my good fats. Just a spoonful of fucking peanut butter, mate. Then I'm always thinking protein. It's always fucking protein for me. I just want to get the right amount of protein in a day so that my muscle is going to build from me breaking the muscle tissue down when I'm training. I know how to eat for certain gains. So if you want to be lean, you've got to eat green. So if you want to be lean, you've got to eat a lot of green vegetables, which I do. Yeah, they're very alkaline in nature and they're very good for the human body. Trust me. Lean meats as well. Yeah, don't eat stuff with too much fat on, but eat a lot of meat. A fucking lot, man. Eggs, get them down, yeah. That's how I train. I don't really care about I don't count my fucking calories. If I started to put too much fat on, I'd just cut back on my carbs. It's that simple. I don't need to go into it with grams and all that. That's for professional bodybuilders, man. I ain't no professional bodybuilder. No. My favourite meat is turkey. Yeah, somebody said you can get turkey bacon, you know, bro.
Okay.
Can you get me some so I can
Sorry.
try it? Can you get me some so I can try it?
It's like 4 slices for £2. Oh, that's the cheapest, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's still, well, see how much protein's in it.
Get turkey mince as well. No, that.
No, I bet you that's better for you as well. Turkey's the best meat on the planet. Land-based meat.
No, but turkey, no, I don't want.
Baby, it's the best meat. It's the healthiest meat, I'm telling you, on this fucking planet. This land-based meat. Fish is better for you. But apart from that, it's even better than chicken. I mean,
You can get us some of the turkey mince and the turkey and bacon. Is it Tesco or stuff?
I've got carpal tunnel trouble. I know what it is. I've got carpal tunnel syndrome. My thumb keeps going numb. Yeah, but I can feel it. That from my neck on my right hand side, I can feel my tendon all the way down here, all the way down my arm, all the way into my thumb.
I'll get you some Friday when I go over to Tesco.
Yeah, repetitive strain, that is. Repetitive strain. So I've pinched a nerve in my neck. That's what I've done. And it's mad how my thumb is going numb from a pinched nerve in my fucking neck. I keep getting pins and needles. And my thumb keeps going numb and shit. Now I've got nerve damage in this hand anyway from all the operations. But that's new. Yeah, that's new. And that is literally carpal tunnel. 100%. Straight through my wrist. Because I've pinched a nerve here. Not that it's mega painful. It's not like the fucking sciatica in my left arse cheek. It's not like that. I can feel it from here. I can feel it all the way up here, yeah? But it's not that painful. It's just making me fucking hand go numb. It's doing me head in.
How was you going yesterday?
Good. Yeah, carpal tunnel syndrome, yeah. That's what I've got, carpal tunnel syndrome, bro. I'm all right, Mark. How are you? No, it's not. It's not. I've had this for a while. I've had it for ages, bro. I've had it for ages. I've had it really probably since... I can't remember. I've had this since moving my sister.
What?
This fucking thing in my hand. I might have had it even before that because I started training like a motherfucker. I can't remember. It's round about that time though. I've had it for probably about 3 weeks, a month. It's probably from moving my sister. Because what people don't realise, right, is that van was packed to the roof. To the roof. Right? And the time I got the van, right, I had to move a whole house. I didn't get to Samantha's till 12:30 in the day. I had to get everything out of her house and onto that van. There was only me and my nephew. I mean, so you can imagine, yeah, from what I did that day. I was running 50 key boxes out of the house onto the van. I was jumping on the back of that tail lift, jumping on the back of the van, jumping off the back of the van. That's how fast I was having to move to get this done. I got it all loaded. Yeah, I didn't get to Doncaster till about 10 to 5. I got to the fucking locking, because my sister was putting all the stuff in a lockup, yeah? Because she hadn't got the keys for the house yet. Putting it all in a lockup, right? Got to the lockup at 5 o'clock. The place shut at 6. The geezer stayed open till 20 past 6. It took me an hour and 20 minutes to offload a full fucking Luton to the fucking roof, yeah? And put it upstairs in a lift in a container. Me and my nephew, basically. Yeah. Bruh, I can't tell you. I'm grabbing boxes like you. And don't forget, at this point, I had my injury. I'd ripped my fucking hamstring from doing squats at my house. So bear in mind, that day, I'd ripped my hamstring. And I had fucking, my sciatica come back like a bitch. Right, so I could not bend down. Bend my legs. So I was bending my back all day to lift boxes. Just raw. I had no choice. I could not. It just would have took too long for me to actually get down and proper lift how you're supposed to lift. So I lifted wrong all day. And I've finished moving my sister and I've come back to Birmingham now and I'm like, what the fuck? I've smashed myself to pieces here. But it wasn't normal. It was not normal. It was me dripping with sweat, just bang, 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 non-stop. The whole of my sister's house. And bear in mind, my sister has her own business. Do you know what I mean? So it was just all of her business stuff as well. And candle wax is some heavy shit. It's some heavy shit. That's what messed me up. That's what caused all these injuries. Just from lifting wrong all day because I was injured, but my sister needed moving, so I had to lift it wrong all day. And I knew from lifting. That's what caused this in my elbow. Because obviously I wasn't bending down, so my arms wasn't slightly bent. Because if I bend down, I can bend my arms and prepare myself for the lift. I couldn't bend my fucking leg. So I was having to reach down with my arms straight like that, yeah? Picking everything up like that. And it's just pulled on my fucking elbow all day. Do you know what I mean? And literally, obviously, lifting the boxes up like this, with my arm like this, when they're heavy as fuck, it's just done it in, man. See you later, Lanessa. Yeah, I've got a couple of holidays. So yeah, I've got a few injuries rolling around me now. Yes, Johnny, I know. The gym's going well. I can tell how much shit weighs when I pick it up. I can just tell. Tony will tell you I'm really good at it, Bob. When we go on holiday, I pick up the suitcase, bro, and I can tell exactly what's in there in weight. I'm not joking. My mum will come here as well, like, and she'll be like, Danny, pick up my suitcase. And I'll just pick it up and I'll be like, 19 kilograms. Put it on the scale, 19 kilograms. I swear, I lift weights all day. When you lift weights all day, every day, mate, you know weight. You just know what shit weighs. I'm always very close. Yeah, to whatever weight, I guess. Even Tony's body weight. I pick Tony up off the floor. I can tell her to within a pound either way, kind of what she's weighing. You know what I mean? Because I'm just good with it, bro. I've been lifting weights all my fucking life. And now it's not my heart, bro. Do you know how I'd know if it was my heart? Obviously, do you know how I would know? When I go running. I would know, right? These are things that I test. So if it was my heart, do you think I haven't already thought about that? I have. I have thought about that. So I thought, fuck me, getting numbness and that. But I have got a lot of injuries. I've got titanium plates in my left arm. Big fuckers, mate. Do you know what I mean? Right. So my left hand's sometimes a bit fucked. I've got titanium plates in my right hand, plus very loads of nerve damage. Yeah. And I can feel that I pinched the nerve here. And I know what happens if you pinch a nerve here. You get this fucking carpal tunnel shit. I know that for a fact. Plus I'm running all the time. I'm pushing my heart. Pushing. Yeah. And I don't get any symptoms, you know, like where I'm going to pass out or anything like that. And I push. For a 45-year-old geezer, think how much I push myself. I push hard. So, well, at the moment, I've had no problems where I'd think, oh shit, is my heart all right? Because I'm pushing. I broke loads of bones, bro. Loads of bones. Does Tony enjoy TV? Listen, we have fucking a TV in the spare bedroom, a TV upstairs in my son's bedroom, a TV upstairs in my bedroom, and a TV down here. So obviously, if I'm taking up the front room, Tony goes and watches the TV upstairs in the bedroom. To be honest, it's a favourite place anyway. It's the most comfortablest place in the house. My bed's in there, eh?
What do I watch TV most of the night time?
Caddyshack's funny. She can't hear it from me talking nonsense when she's upstairs. Do you think... Bro, this is when it comes to my neighbours as well. Bro, I live in a house that was built in like 1908, bruv. I mean, this is all solid, this house. My neighbours cannot hear when I have music on unless I turn it right up, which I do sometimes. But if I've got music on and I'm just listening to music halfway, my neighbours can't hear shit. I don't live in one of these new houses where it's paper mache. Your walls are made of paper mache, mate. Now, I live in a house that was built when houses were built. Fuck me, that area will blow up before this house goes anywhere. After Armageddon, yeah, in 27,000 years, this house will still be standing like the fucking pyramids, mate. I swear to God. This is a proper house. When houses were properly built with proper bricks. So when Tony's upstairs in my bedroom, fuck me, she can't hear what I'm doing down here, and I can't hear what she's doing up there. Yeah, when houses were built properly united, like proper more fucking houses, proper bricks, proper mortar. You know what I mean? Not this newfangled fucking bricks that weigh fucking, like if you feel the weight of an old brick compared to a new brick, you can tell the density to it, right? You can just tell, can't you? And this will be like proper old bricks, you know, like proper ones.
When they built the new houses there,
Yeah.
they wasn't allowed to put no flooring down. They wasn't allowed to drill anything on the walls, put nails or anything in the walls for 1 year.
No way, Tony says, well, because we've got friends who live in these new houses here. Yeah. And you know, when you went into that house, them houses, you couldn't put nothing in your walls, you couldn't put nothing down on the floors for a year.
So just wait for an whole year before you could like start putting things up on the walls, putting screws and nails in and drilling them.
With these walls, mate, once you put something in the wall, it's in the wall forever. And me and Tony still plan to move. Yes. But only to somewhere where we want to. I mean, like, we're very settled here, bro. Like, you know, apart from stupid people off social media coming around the area or whatever. But you know, everybody around the area, bro, they all know me and Tony, they all know me, they all know my kids. All the lads around the area, my kids' mates. You know what I mean? They're all adults now. So I say lads around the area, they're all like 23 plus. So they're like men now, young men. But I know them all. I get on with all my neighbours. I know my neighbours well. Well, you know, my neighbours was in chat the other day saying, look, that was my neighbours, bro. One lives over the road and Vicky lives next door. So I get on with them well. Like in the summer, we will be out in the front garden getting pissed with our neighbours. Yeah, and like, you know, having barbecues and stuff. And there's a couple of old women who live up the road. Old women. Yeah, that I get along with down the babe. Do you know what I mean? Like I see them and I stand and I chat with them. And you know what I mean? Like I'm always really nice to them because they're like lonely. Bless them. I mean, I can tell. But yeah, in the summer they sit out there drinking as well, bro.
He drinks a star.
You know what I mean? In the summer they sit out there drinking as well, bro. You know, so it's just like the neighbours are really good. I know all the shopkeepers. And I've got loads of adult friends that live around here. You know, so it's, even though we do want to move from Birmingham, yeah, only to somewhere we want to move. To a house we want to move to. In an area we want to move to. It's not like I would run out of here as fast as I could to get to somewhere where we wouldn't be as settled or we wouldn't like the area as much or whatever, because even though we don't like Birmingham, the area that we live in, it's like Smethwick, man. When I lived in Smethwick's a rough place, yeah, but you're part of the community. So this is quite a rough place. People don't think it is, but anybody who lives in the Midlands knows that Blackheath and Raleigh Regis can be a pretty fucking rough place. I mean, even though it looks nice out there, it can be very rough around here. There's a lot of murders and stuff happen around here. But usually when you're part of the community of the area, when you're actually part of the area, it's different, isn't it? You know this. You all probably live in areas where you've got some right fucking nutters that live around your area. Do you know what I mean, right? A lot of people would probably say, I'm a nutter that lives around this area. But they are, like, we are all gentlemen and stuff. And when you're part of the community, you know, everybody gets on, don't they? Everybody talks to everybody in the same area. And it's a bit like that around here. You know, we all get on around here.
It's nice in the summer.
It's nice in the summer, especially, yeah, as well, because when I'm outside in the front garden, we're having a barbecue and shit, people just stop. You know, people ain't seen for years or something. They'll just stop in the car. They'll be like, yo, Daddy. They'll be like, safe, bro. Come and have a beer and that. They'll be like, yeah. So you get to see people you ain't seen for a while as well because they've been cooped up for winter. You know what I mean? So it's a nice area to live. It could be a lot worse, mate. We do have barbecues in the back garden. We have barbecues in the back garden. We have barbecues in the front garden. If we're barbecuing with the neighbours, then we do it in the front garden. If we're barbecuing with family, we do it in the back garden. All depends. So obviously, if we're barbecuing with the neighbours, bro, do you know what I mean? They usually, like, it's my neighbours, so the front garden's there, my front garden's there. So they can pop in and out of their house all the time. So we'll just do a fucking barbecue on the front garden so that we can keep, you know, giving burgers out and shit.
You do mainly have them in the back garden then?
Yeah, it does united. Yeah, it does become almost a little bit tribal. You know everybody around there. That's what it's like around here, really. And all the lads who could be causing trouble are all my son's mates, being honest. And babe, all the lads that could cause any trouble are all associated with my lads. So, you know what I mean? It's like one of them when I'm like the surrogate dad, and Tony's like the surrogate mother. We're like the stepdad and stepmom. All these lads, they've all grown up in my house. They've all grown up in my house.
Lockdown was really nice out there.
Yeah.
Was just on the garden, just couldn't be nowhere.
You know what it's like when you got lads who are proper lads, and my lads are proper lads. So they're in the big group of all the lads around the area. And you can imagine, I'm fucking hell, my door sometimes never stops, bro. It's just boom, boom. All right, Danny, all right, Danny, all right, Danny. I'm like, safe lads, safe lads, safe lads, safe Danny, safe lads. I can't wait till I see that woman again.
The one who bought you.
The one who brought me the card for Christmas, yeah, because I was going on holiday, so I get to get her one. But I can't actually wait till I see her again. Spend time with Tony, Kel. I'm going to upload a training video this afternoon.
What long was it? You could have took her a magnet up. 17.
We'll have to take one up. Tony's leaning over in front of me right now, yeah. And she's got leggings on. And I swear, my view was amazing right then. It just was, babe. It was amazing. You just, man. Just saying. Fucking gorgeous you are, bro. Tomorrow United. You'll get to see 9 Holes live with Witty. I'm playing with Witty tomorrow. You ain't seen Witty for ages, have you? So 9 Holes live with Witty. His mate's coming, that I don't think is too comfortable on camera, but I've told him I'll be live, so I'll just have to try and keep him off camera as best as I can. You know, Witty's like, he don't give a shit. He'll be like, hello everybody, doing his little thing. You know what I mean, right? But we've got to try and keep his mate off camera as best as possible. So it's going to be a bit weird for me trying to keep his mate off camera, but I will try. He doesn't like being on camera. Fucks up his game and that, he's not used to it. But yeah, playing with Witty tomorrow, bro. So you're going to get 9 Holes live, and then the second 9, I'm going to be doing videos for TikTok. Just little clips of me and Witty. Stress Head Warzone Gaming. Mad name, nice name. So yeah, golf tomorrow. And then I'm going to play golf with Witty. Then I'm going back to Witty's house. His mum's going to make some food for me, bless her. Great woman, Witty's mum. Isn't she, Bob? Witty's mum's, you don't understand, Witty's mum's ace. She's the best. She's the best. I'm not joking. She's the fucking best, man. His mum is like, She's a proper mum. You know, like a proper mum. Yeah, I love being around her, I do. I mean, she like mothers me. It's ever so funny. You know, what I mean? She proper mothers me. Daddy, you want something to eat? Are you sure you want something? I swear she's a wicked mum. She's a wicked mum. She's a nice person. She's
always
funny.
Feeding everybody.
Yeah, she always feeding everybody, bro.
Drinks and stuff.
Yeah, giving everybody drinks and everything. She's brilliant. Really, really good person. Really, really nice person as well, Whitty's mum. Like she's a diamond person, man. And she's going to cook me like some stir fry with some steak and some chicken in tomorrow when I finish golf. So I'll go around with his mum will have cooked for me, bless her. I'm going to scram that off because it'll be nice. She's a good cook. And then, yeah, just chill with Whitty, upload some videos. Yeah, free grub and that. So I won't be back here till tomorrow night. That's why I'm not doing the live, the gaming live. Because I probably won't leave Whitty's till 6, half 6. So I won't get back here till half 7, 8. And I ain't going to go live then. So the next gaming live you get is Friday. That's why I'm not on tomorrow. He's a fucking good lad, Whitty is. Trust me, fellas and ladies. He's a really good lad. He's funny as fuck. Whitty's one of them people.
The whole family's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, the whole family's nice, to be honest.
Like you feel really welcome. Like you've known him for years and years and years.
Yeah, the first time we walked in to his mum's house, it was literally like, I swear, like I'd been around there 100 times, bro. Honestly, it felt like I'd been in that house 100 times, the way I was made to feel. Just welcome. I mean, that's the good thing about Whitty's house and Whitty's family. They just make you feel welcome.
Oh, and all them little
Very down to earth. Very down to earth family. And Whitty is obsessed. He's obsessed, absolutely obsessed with golf. More than I am, which is great to see. See, me and Whitty both love the game. Whitty is in love with that game. And he gets better, and it's nice to see him progress. I mean, I get better. It's nice for him to see me progress, right? This year, for me, it's all about getting my driving down. If I get my driving down, mate, I'll just knock shots off my fucking score. So that's my goal this year. Sort my fucking driving out. So I'm accurate. Yeah. With Whitty, it's just increasing his whole game, I think. I'm pretty sure he's got better since I last played with him. So we'll see. Don't forget, Whitty's very good. Whitty plays off a 6, but he might play off less now. I don't know. He'll tell me tomorrow what his handicap is. But Whitty plays off 6 anyway. So he's fucking good, do you know what I mean? You're not a fan of Whitty after Dublin? Why would you not be a fan of Whitty after Dublin? After Dublin? Hey? Whitty was sound in Dublin, bro. We had a right laugh. We laughed from the moment we got there to the moment we left. I don't understand why you say that, P-Bone. Yeah, Whitty didn't do anything wrong in Dublin, bro. He was sounds a fucking bad. Just enjoying his life. Like I said, we laughed from the moment we got there to the moment we left. Apart from when we was on the plane, then we both slept like fucking babies. Oh, P-Bone, he's my boy. P-Bone, listen, he's my boy. If you was with me, yeah, and you wanted to be on camera, fucking jump on that camera as much as you want, mate. You're there to enjoy yourself, which is a content creator as well. You know what I mean? So, nah, it wore like that, bro. It wore like that. I'm glad I had him there sometimes. Because sometimes, to be honest with you, it was nice to have another content creator next to me that was able to take over the situation for a bit so I could just breathe. Because don't forget, usually when I'm on camera, bro, I have to do it all myself. You know what I mean? So it was actually nice to have my mate there. He was a content creator who will go on camera and just ba to you all. It actually helped me out, you know. It gave me bits of rest. Do you know what I mean? When I needed them. P-Bone's not trolling me. He comes in every day. Yeah, P-Bone, your judgment's definitely wrong, Witty. It definitely is, right? He obviously is a content creator himself, so he gets himself on camera as much as he is a content creator on TikTok. Not so much on YouTube, but on TikTok, he's a content creator, bro. So it was nice to have him there. Do you know what I mean? Just to take the pressure off me a little bit sometimes and just, yeah, Witty, chat to all them, bro. It was nice for me because then I could just take a step back and have a look around where I was and actually appreciate where I was and absorb it all a little bit more than I normally would be able to. Yeah, it's good to have somebody to bounce back and forward with. Whenever I'm with Witty, that's what I love about Witty. Because when I'm playing golf with him tomorrow, yeah, if he feels like coming on the camera, you'll just see him pop on the camera and he'll start talking to you all. And I love that, bro, because it's not all about me anyway. I like that, bro. Fuck me. Trust me, if Tony felt a bit more comfortable coming on the camera, right, and she just started like, she walked in now and she went, Danny, I'm taking the phone, right? I'm like, okay. Take the phone for as long as you want. You go and run a live for a bit, bub. Give me time to chill. I'm always live in it. So trust me, Witty's a benefit for me. Same as I am for him. When I'm with him and he does any content with me, he gets more views, obviously. But we're mates. So sharing views, sharing, you know, that kind of stuff, it's not a problem when you're friends. We're friends. Don't forget, we're proper mates. I'm like his big brother. So tomorrow when we've got the camera on the golf course, you'll probably see Witty just pop on the camera. Witty might just start picking my camera up. He does it all the time, but we do it to each other because he'll help me film. If my camera's there and I'm in the mode or something, Witty will probably go, Danny, I'll get the camera. And he'll just grab the camera and start putting on his own angles. Might start talking to you all and that. That's a good thing for me. That's fucking brilliant. Gives you another perspective on the situation. Somebody else to listen to other than me. Yeah. You get to see two people spark off each other, which me and Witty do. So it's all good, man. Trust me.
Price the same, miles minor.
Yeah. P-Bone will be on every day. P-Bone's a good lad. People in here trying to say P-Bone's a fucking troll is stupid. That's like trying to say Ruth's a troll. That's P-Bone giving me his opinion, which he's entitled to do. Fucking hell. Yo, P-Bone, just ignore him. You know what it's like. Fucking hell. He's in here every day, bro. He watches me all the time. I would say that he is a supportive member of my chat, bro. But at the end of the day, he's allowed to give his opinion. What am I, the opinion police? You know what I mean? He's allowed to give his opinion, then I'll give my opinion back. Like, we're allowed to have a conversation, you know? Did you notice how none of it turned to nastiness between me and P-Bone? We just had a conversation. Notice that? Now, you know why that is? That's because he respects me and I respect him. Isn't it, brother? Of course I know the score. Of course I do, bro. Me and you are good. Very, 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 very good, in fact. I mean, you're one of the nicest people that come in my chat. But like I said, you don't always have to agree with me, or you can always give your opinion on something. You know that, brother. Loads of people, P-Bone, people try it all the time. They try it with Ruth, they try it with Super, they try it with everybody. They try it with everybody, man. Ruth's the biggest troll ever. I don't even know who Ruth is. I've never seen Ruth. I don't know who Ruth is. Ruth's really fucking hedgehog twat in disguise. It's hedgehog. It's hedgehog. It's Rachel. It's Rachel, Daddy. It's fucking Rachel. It's not. It's Ruth. Fucking Struth. Oh.
That late in the day, 30 odd years or whatever had passed, and she said, you know what, you are really beautiful inside and out. What does that mean to you? It meant the
I'm having a nice chilled one today. No training. I've already been done and bought that t-shirt. So now I just get to chill the fuck out. Eat some food. Get ready for the golf tomorrow. Clean my clubs. Make sure I've got on my gloves. I'm looking forward to it. I don't care how I play. I play how I play. I don't really give a shit. I'm just looking forward to going and playing. Do you know what I mean? It's like I would say the first proper game back when the weather's at least decent enough to play in kind of thing. I don't know what the condition of the course is going to be like, but it can't be as bad as last time I played. So I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. It's going to be nice to see our Witty.
I'll put his passport in your bag.
Okay, baby. And you're not going to get to see the first 9 holes. For me, I ain't played for fucking ages properly, have I? So 9 holes. If you ever score, it's not a course that I play all the time. First game back, I'd be happy with a 14 handicap, so 35, 42. So 42 or under. If I get 42 or under on the first 9, I'll be happy. So let's see what we can do. That woman is stunning. I'm telling you, she's stunning. Fucking stunning, mate. Yes, B-Bone. All right, Lone Wolf. A PO box so folks can send me stuff. I could do that, yeah. We're live tomorrow. I think he's booking it between 10 and 11. He'll message me tonight and tell me what time it's booked for. Between 10 and 11 in the day. Like I said, you're only getting the first 9 holes. I'm not going to film the whole 18 because I want to do some videos on the back 9 for TikTok. So you're only going to get the first 9. Chad. But I mean, that'll be 2 hours of golf for you all. So it'll be a decently long live, you know what I mean? You get to see a lot of shots. It's nice never here as well, bro. It's nice weather here as well, bro. Nice never, nice weather. Yeah, it's lovely weather here, mate. The best weather we've had all year so far. Have I won money playing golf? Yeah, loads of money when I was younger, especially. I used to play a lot of competitions when I was younger. But since I've been, every month I have the chance to win money. I play for a society, right? There's 40 of us, yeah? So every time we play, we put £2 in, each of us put £2 in. So 80 quid, right? And we have closest to the hole on one of the par 3s. And whoever gets closest to the hole while we're playing the competition wins the money. It's not a lot of money, but it's something every month. And obviously somebody wins that money every month. And the rest of the time we play for trophies. That's the trophies I've got up there from last year. I've got 4. 2 first places and 2 second places. I'm enjoying Red Dead, it's brilliant. But when I was younger, I used to play for more money than that and closest to the pin. So I used to play bigger competitions with more people and stuff. Ruth works nights. Still working nights, Ruth. She works nights most of the time, isn't it, Ruth? Afternoons then. Afternoons, mate, afternoons. I can't remember, bro. It's years ago, Kayla. Years and years ago. I've won closest to the pin once with the society last year. I won once. Only once. It's not as easy as what you think. There's got loads of other people fucking firing at the bastard thing all day. You'd think I'd make a great model for balaclavas. The graveyard shift. Yes, Chris Murphy. How you doing, bro? If you don't know Chris Murphy, he's going to give him a follow. He just bought a big screen VR with RTX 590 for flight sim. Oh yeah, you like your flight sims, don't you, bro? I don't know what that means, Chris. So is that just some powerful shit? You'd think with me being a gamer, I would know. But no, I don't. That just sounds powerful. It just sounds really fucking powerful. So, mate, you know, whatever you need for your gaming, whatever you need for whatever gaming you do is what is needed, bro. So if that's what you need, so you are like evil in the sky, like Maverick and all that, come on, Top Gun and all that, you have to get some shades. Chris, you're going to have to get some shades. You're going to have to get some proper Top Gun bad boys. You know what I mean? Leather jackets and all that. Put it on when you're flying your plane, bro. Come on. Why not? Why not, Chris? Fucking great footage, that, bro. You're looking all Top Gun and that, all snush and that, yeah, while you're flying your fucking jet on your badass flight sim. I'll watch that. You haven't set it up yet? They won't take you too long. You'll get your head around it. You got your head around setting up your new weights, right? Easy to set up that flight sim. Yeah, same for me, John boy. Them letters and numbers went straight over my head when Chris said it. I just think it sounds powerful, right? It sounds, you know, somebody talks to me about gaming PCs and the power of the processor and all that, and I'm like, it's just like numbers. They're just throwing numbers at me right now. Yeah, I've got this, Danny, I've got this, and it's got this much power, processing power and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are you there? Oh, are you on about? I've told everybody, I don't think people believe me. I'm very intelligent when it comes to learning stuff out of books and learning stuff from watching scientists and stuff like that. I'm very clever, you know. I've read many books in my life and learned lots of information. When it comes to computers, there is a block. It's like, no. Computer says no. Computer says no. I'm telling you, bruv. Chris has got way more knowledge on computers than me. I can tell instantly because he's set up all that flight sim and that, and he's going to set up this new fucking turbo powered jet engine he's got or whatever he's bought. And I'd be like, I'd probably have it and I'd be like, what the fuck do I do with this? Mind you, to be honest with you, if I'd bought something like that, I'd probably be on Chris's level and I'd know a lot more than what I fucking know. What I do is I get my pad like this, yeah, and I switch on my PlayStation and I click on the game and I put my headset on and I play. If it was more complicated than that, you know what I mean? I wish I was computer savvy. I don't have a fortune at this shit. Are you just moving a few cones, are you, bro? From the south to the north, or from the north to the south? South, north, north, south, north, north, south, south, north, north, to the north, to the south. Hey, Chris. To me, to you, to me, to you, to me, to you, to you, no, to me, no, to you, no, to me. Come on, Chris. Oh, it's a graphics card. Oh, okay. Okay, so most of us in chat didn't know that, but we do now. We've learned something off our Chris today. Look, so an RTX 5090 is a graphics card. Yeah, the Chuckle Brothers, bro. Oh, believe me, they'd definitely be calling someone's work. I think our Ruth knows that. Fuck me, Ruth would never put any personal information on this. She knows what they're like. Ruth knows exactly what would happen, don't you, Ruth? It would be a bombardment of emails to your company, wouldn't it, Ruth? Wouldn't it, though, Ruth? They'd be fucking belling off the phones, Ruth. See you later, Chris. Respect. Have a really good day at work, my brother, and I'll speak to you soon. Oh. Have any of you been watching A Night of the Seven Kingdoms? That's what it's called, isn't it? Sure is. Was it A Night of the Realm? Fuck. Well, it's good anyway. You should watch it. It's not no stupid, flamboyant, like pretty looking fighting. Do you know what I mean? Like spinning around and all that. It's not like that. It's very gritty. Yeah, there is quite a bit of fighting in there, but it's not stylish. But that's not how it would be with knights. Yeah, so, and the main character, I swear to God, right, his name's Dunk. So Duncan the Tall. He's a tall fucker, right? But I swear, I'm not joking with you, he's the most innocent man I have ever seen in my life on any program, and it makes you get behind him. The program's done a really good job of casting the dude because he's massive. He is one big motherfucker, yeah. But I swear to God, the geezer's like, he's just innocent as fuck. Like, you can't put that geezer in with a bunch of knights and lords because they'll just take him for a dickhead, yeah, and he wouldn't even know they was doing it. That's how innocent this dude is. And then he's got a squire called Egg, right? And this squire is 20 times more intelligent on everything than the knight is. And he's tiny. Egg's tiny. He's a little kid. He's about fucking 9. Yeah. He's called Egg because he's got a bald head. He's got no hair. Right. And the squire is the opposite to the knight. So the squire's personality and his knowledge should be in the knight. And the knight, his personality and knowledge should be in the squire. And that's how they've done it. It's fucking brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. It really is. It's not glamorized. It's from the Game of Thrones, people. But it's not glamorized or anything. The characters are really in depth, personality-wise. There's a lot of depth to their characters, like. And the people who play them also have a lot of depth to their the range as actors, like. Yeah. It's just fucking brilliant. It's one of the most refreshing things I have seen in a long, long time. It's refreshing to watch. I've watched all the Game of Thrones, yeah. Oh, you've tried the new Spartacus. Both good, bro. Bro, the new Spartacus, listen. I'm going to tell you something now, and I'm not going to tell you really what goes on because it'll spoil it. But you know the black woman, the African woman, or I don't know if she's from Africa or wherever she's from, yeah, that is the main lead character that basically is the new Spartacus. And this is like, I was not going to watch it. I was not going to watch the House of Asher, bro. I wasn't. When I found out that Spartacus was now a woman, basically, yeah, I didn't think there was no woman that could make it realistically enough as a woman with her personality and her determination to make me watch it and believe that she could ever step in the ring with any gladiator. It's a woman. There was a reason why they didn't have female gladiators back in the day. There was a reason. Yeah, apart from just for sport to watch them get mullered. Actual, realistically, there was never no female gladiator champion for a reason. Yeah. Bro, the woman they got to play her, you can believe she's hard. She looks quite hard. She ain't small, right? Which I loved. I love the fact that they got a bird who is robust. You can tell by her body. She's still a woman. She's still weaker than the men, but she's robust. She's tall. She's got big fucking thighs, bro. She's even got a six-pack going on, bro. She's got some shoulder muscle, some arm muscle. She looks like a warrior woman. Like, she looks like a tribal fucking warrior woman, which is what she is. And they've really pulled it off. I'm not going to say it's as good as Spartacus. In my opinion, it's not. But there is going to be a second season, and it's probably going to get very good. But I'm going to give it a solid 9.5 out of 10. Spartacus is a 10. That's a 9.5. Very worth watching. So if you've watched it, watch it all the way through. It's definitely worth watching, bro. It's very good. And it's very surprising the way it ends up. I'm good. Ty, how are you? What if? Thanks. And then after that, watch A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, because you'll enjoy that. It's a totally different pace, totally different type of thing, but good nonetheless. That's my opinion on both of them. I mean, the new Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, to me, is a 10-10. It's a 10-10 program. It really is. Like, the knight and the squire. Oh, there's a loads of other characters that make it as well. There really is. There's the stag, which you'll know when you watch it. He makes it funny geezer. And there's a couple of other characters in there that really do make it worth watching as well, because they're really part of the story that's going on. But ultimately, it's about the knight and the squire. Yeah, so Duncan the Tall, Dunk and Egg, and the brilliant, both of them. I didn't go to uni. I never went to uni. Well, Metal Punk, what I will say about this is still very much Game of Thrones, as in how ruthless some of these lords are. Like, this is 100 years before the Game of Thrones. So with the Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is set 100 years before. Do you remember the Game of Thrones? Do you know Game of Thrones? What was the old guy, yeah, who led the Night's Watch, and then Cersei made him fucking retire? But he was the most respected knight in the whole thing. He died in the corridor fighting with Grey Worm. Again, you know, when he was with the Queen, and he was and he killed loads of them before they killed him, right? And he was old as fuck. He's about 70. What was his name? Sir Barristan. There we go. Sir Barristan. Yeah, Sir Barristan Selby. So do you know the guy, Sir Duncan the Tall? This is no joke. So do you know Sir Barristan said that Sir Duncan the Tall was the greatest knight of the Seven Kingdoms? He looked up to him, because don't forget this is 100 years before, yeah? So he looked up to the main character, Sir Duncan the Tall, more than any other knight in history. I remember him talking about it in Game of Thrones when I watched it. You can probably remember him talking about it now as well. Well, that Sir Duncan the Tall that he's talking about is Dunk. So you can imagine Dunk does become a badass. I can't wait to see it. I think both. I think combat-wise and as a person. The greatest knight ever is what he said. The greatest knight. So all of a knight's virtues. And that was Sir Dunk to Sir Barristan. And you know, if Sir Barristan Selby said that about another knight, he was the greatest knight, wasn't it? And it's mad to watch his humble beginnings, because this is, so basically he is a knight, but he's a hedge knight in this. He's not got no fame. Nobody knows who he is. Nobody's ever heard of him, bro, in this. This is the start of his journey. And because he becomes, I know for a fact, yeah, that he becomes captain of the Night's Watch. So Duncan the Tall becomes captain of the Night's Watch, the greatest captain of the Night's Watch ever. yeah, under the Mad King. Is it the Mad King? Or was it his brother? I think it might be his brother. Yeah. So I know he's going to become captain of the Night's Watch. So I can't wait to see how he goes from a hedge knight that nobody knows, and believe me, in this program, nobody fucking knows him, right? To becoming the greatest knight in the Seven Kingdoms. I want to see the journey. Because at the moment, watching him, there's no way you would ever think he could possibly become the greatest knight in the Seven Kingdoms. Because he's a bit daft, he doesn't have much knowledge, he's not that good at fighting, he's fucking huge, like. Do you know what I mean? But he's just a very lovable character. An extremely, like, good man with extremely good morals. More morals than I've ever seen from anybody in Game of Thrones. That's what it is about him. I should be answering Kinetic. Can't even see anybody called Kinetic in my chat, bro, to be honest. Oh, that was Sir Arthur Dane. Sir Arthur Dane. I'll never forget his name because my man was apparently the hardest knight ever. The best with swords at that time when Ned Stark was around. Sir Arthur Dane. That was that geezer's name. Dual wielding fucking bad boy. And you see how he dual wielded them swords? Both proper fucking knight's broadswords, bro. Long swords they was actually. Both are long swords. And how he wielded them both. Fucking hell, bro. We need to have a separate story of my man. We need a separate story of Sir Arthur fucking Dane, mate. You know what I mean? We need that separate story. Because my man is definitely the baddest fighter in the Game of Thrones. Definitely the baddest ass motherfucker. Ned was lucky because he was about to kill Ned. It's only because his geezer come behind him and stabbed him through the neck, right? Otherwise, Ned would have been dead. Ned could not have fought that geezer. Never in a million fucking years. That geezer was a true stommer. Like a fucking stommer, bro. And the geezer who played him done a really good job because, like, I've never seen anybody dual wield fucking swords, them swords like that. Like, in any program ever in the history of watching programs. And I've watched nearly every fucking sword fighting program you can think of. And I've never seen not one person dual wield them fucking things. They ain't small, you know. It's not like the mega heavy. They weigh probably about, a good sword like that would probably weigh about between 1 and 2 kilos. But it's the weight of the sword, the way it is in your hand. It feels heavier because of just the way it is. It's a big metal object. But they don't weigh much. They weigh about 2 kilograms. You'd think it weighs a lot more, right? But no, it doesn't. I can't even see. There's nobody in my chat called Kinetic, bro. What are you on about, bro? There's nobody even in my chat called that. All right, Scottish, how you doing? If you can see somebody in my chat called that, good, but I fucking call. I'm good, Scottish Rebel. We're just talking films and series and stuff, bro, right now. There'll be lots of people who haven't watched Spartacus yet, you know. There'll be fucking lots of people who have not watched Spartacus yet, you know. Not realising what they're missing. Like, not realising that it's like 300. But, like, 80 hours of it. Jack, I can't even see anybody's question, really, about some kinetic or something like that. I don't know. I can't even see that geezer in my chat, bro. I can't see his comments for whatever reason. At all. So I don't even know that dude is. Today, Girl Scout. Bit different for a change. Yeah, if you haven't watched Spartacus, you've got to watch Spartacus. I'm not joking. It's like 300 on crack. I ain't joking with you. Like, they are either killing each other, right? Boning women, or doing both at the same time. It's just the only way to describe it to you. The battle scenes, like the actual scenes of them being gladiators in the arena, and when they go to war against the Romans, because it is Spartacus, right? He nearly ended the Roman Empire. Yeah, I swear to God, are crazy. They are like 300, but better. They're even better than 300, mate. It's the same kind of technology used to capture the fights, but they are way more gruesome. Like, I swear. Like, in one scene, I'm not going to tell you what it's in one of the series, right? A geezer puts a spear in somebody's mouth. So a big metal spear into the mouth. You see his teeth break as the spear goes in, right? He's rammed it right to the back of his throat. The geezer looks at him. He can't move. He's totally fucked at this point, but not as fucked as what he does next. He's got this spear in his mouth, right? And this goes close up on his face. You see all this? Close up, slow motion. You see it all, right? He's got this spear in his mouth, and the crowd's going mad, and he screams at him, and he screams at him, and he rips the spear down. So he rips the spear. Bear in mind, the spear's lodged here. He rips it down, and as he rips it down, the geezer's fucking whole jaw opens up like Predator's jaw, and you see right inside. You see right inside. In slow-mo. That's just one. That's just one of the fight scenes out of, and they're all like that, out of 1,000. Nah, probably in that whole series, all of them, all the series, 500. So 1 out of 500 fight scenes. That's Spartacus, mate. Oh, Scottish, if you've not watched Spartacus, it's the greatest series of its type that I've ever watched. It is numero uno. Nothing comes close to that. It's fucking nuts. It is politically crazy. So you get to watch the politics of Rome and how fucked they was. Yeah, you know, the Romans, oh, they were fucked. It's either that, they're having orgies. I mean, anybody who's old enough here, who's past the age of 35, is going to know what I'm talking about. Do you remember Xena, Warrior Princess? Do you lot remember Xena, Warrior Princess? Back in the day, like 90s, when Hercules was around. Do you remember Hercules, Kevin Sorbo? And do you remember Xena, the bird with the black hair? Like some hard bitch. Yeah, with like sword and shield and that. Do you remember her? Yeah? Bro, you know Spartacus? Bro, Lucy Lawless, yeah? You know when she was Xena, you always wanted to see, you always was wondering, right, when you was a kid, I wonder what she looks like naked and that. Mate, you get to see it all. Totally everything out, bro. Do you know what I mean? These women in this program, it's not, you just get to see everything, bro. It's fucking mental. They're just walking around with all the fannies out and everything. It's mad, bro. It's Rome. So they've done it like Rome was. Just debauchery everywhere, bro. Yeah, so it's either political fucking rivalries and backstabbing, orgies, yeah, or the most gruesome fights you've ever seen in your life. Mixed with the encompassing story of Spartacus. And it's a brilliant story. Don't forget, he's written into Roman history. So what you see in that program is what happened. No joke, bro. It's fucking truly amazing. It's the maddest program ever. It's definitely an 18 rated program. Like, you've got to be an adult to watch that shit. Yeah. But wow. Just it's every single episode is crazy. Every single one. There's some crazy shit going on in every single episode, bro. Oh, well, neither do I, Optimus, because that would have never happened. But, you know, well, we don't know, do we? We don't know if that would have happened. We don't know. I mean, back in the day, Julius Caesar might have liked it. You don't know, do you? You know, these people back in the day, bro, there was a bit, you know what I mean? There was a bit forward, like a little bit too forward. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've said this before and people don't believe me. The 300, the hardest men on the planet, half of them were gay. The reason they fought so hard for their brothers is because it was a bit more than just brotherly love. People don't realise that. A lot of the 300 were actually like proper bisexual. Yeah, they had the missus at home and they had the boyfriend on the front lines of them. And that's just the truth. Do you know what I mean? It's mental, bro. In like Spartacus, you've got gay gladiators, right? Well, that's realistic. Even though like there's a few scenes in Spartacus, Tony would tell you, where it comes on and I've had to go. I didn't even watch it because I'm like, I can't do that. So I've looked away like that, yeah. Right, while it's been going on, because it's that kind of scene. Ain't it, Bob? Oh. A few scenes in Spartacus where I've just looked away from the TV because I can't watch that shit. Mm. You know what I mean, right? Only a few where it gets too much for a geezer like me to watch. Yeah, but it's realistic at least. It is realistic. Because back in the day, mate, there was all on it. There was all on it in Rome. I mean, Rome was probably the most hedonistic civilization, society, fucking ancient society, ancient civilization that you want to ever talk about. They was the most debaucherous, bro. Rome was nuts. They were nuts. And it does show just how nuts Rome was in this. It just shows blatantly just how nuts. Put my chat to all messages. I have. I can't even see him, bro. I honestly cannot see anybody called Kinetic in my chat. And I'm scrolling. I can't see anybody. No one. Oh, I kind of can see him. Kinetic, I can see you. Bro, that is a question. What the fuck? Who would even think of... Yeah, Bob, listen to this question. If Prince Andrew was 2 inches inside of you and you were 2 inches inside of King Charles, would you move forward or backwards to get out? What the fuck kind of question is that? Bro, I wouldn't find myself in that situation in the first place. Fucking hell. I know Spartans are Greek. Well, I know that, bro. I come from Laconia. I haven't said anything about Spartans not being Greek, have I? I'm talking about two different things here, bro. I'm talking about the 300 as a separate entity to Romans. I'm talking about Spartacus primarily, he was from Thrace, which is like modern day Croatia area. Serbia, I think. Serbia, Croatia, around them areas anyway. Thrace was. Yeah, I was talking about two different people. I was just referring to the amount of debaucherous stuff that went on in Rome and Capua and everywhere else. Yeah, but then saying like, you know, just pointing out that the 300, even though, yeah, they're Greek, the 300 were, half of them were gay. Just pointing that out, like. And the Romans were very much into brotherly love, a little bit too much brotherly love, if you know what I mean. The hardest men in history were the 300. And half of them were gay. Get your head around that one. And they were the hardest men in recorded history. As a group, as an army. That's the hardest men ever to step foot on a battlefield. Because they knew what was coming at them. I mean, everybody says it was 1 million, you know. Xerxes didn't have 1 million. He had probably 250,000. About 250,000 men. But against, and it wasn't just 300. It was probably about 1,300. Because you had 300 Spartans and then 1,000 men made up from different Greek states. Like different Greek states, some of the men did come to fight with Leonidas. So you had about 1,300 men versus 250,000. And they killed about 50,000, roughly, to what we believe, modern historians believe, about 50,000 before they was killed. So they took a big chunk of his army. Don't forget they were taken at age 8 into the Agoge, beaten, deprived of food, and taught to kill from age 8. The Spartans created the greatest soldiers because they created them from children. They indoctrinated children into death at a very early age. So imagine, I mean, you didn't go into the Spartan army till you were, I'm sure it was 21, you know. So from the age of 8 to 21, yeah, you were being trained to be a killing machine. You could starve them, beat them. It wouldn't make no difference. They didn't give a fuck. It's nothing. They was used to that every day at training. I'm not joking. We used to beat the fuck out of each other. Some of the lads didn't make it because they just get beat to death. Lads beating each other to death was common. Like 10-year-olds beating each other to death was common. Imagine that. 10 years of age and you've got to fight another 10-year-old to the death. Imagine what kind of psyche that creates. Hardest men in history for that reason. Spartacus was the... Listen, Flamma. There was a gladiator called Flamma, and he was undefeated until he died. Right? He turned down the rudus 4 times. The rudus is the freedom. So it's a wooden sword that's inscribed that the Romans used to give to gladiators if they perform well in the arena. Bro, Flamma, yeah, a gladiator from back in the day, turned down that fucking thing 4 times. Turned down his freedom 4 times just to carry on fighting in the arena. He was that much of a badass. He was a badass motherfucker. Yeah. Him and Spartacus would have had a right brawl, but I still think Spartacus would have won. I personally think Spartacus is the single most hardest man ever to walk the face of the earth. In hand-to-hand, or sword, or axe, or spear combat. In my opinion. I would imagine. There may have been harder people, but not known to history. Well, the 300 was his personal bodyguard, bro. Spartans, what is your profession? Ow, ow, ow. The single most hardest fighting force was the Spartans. After them, the Romans. After them, Alexander the Great's Greeks. After them, the Mongolians. There was different. See, I would say the Knights Templar would have gone through the 300 like butter. They would have. But you've got to look at the difference in. You have to take into consideration the technology of the time. Do you know what I mean? So knights, fully armoured knights on a fully armoured horse with a fucking lance would go through the 300 like you do not understand. They would just go through them like butter. You can't stop a charging horse, mate. Your spears ain't going to do nothing. I swear to God, I'm not joking. It's ridiculous how powerful that charge was from them knights. Ridiculous. But you didn't have nothing that was that advanced in steel work and that back in the day of the Spartans. So if you gave Spartans steel shields, steel armour, steel weapons, they would have destroyed the Knights Templar. Do you get what I mean? If they had the same weaponry, the same access to it. But they didn't. They had bronze shields. Achilles is a myth. Troy is not necessarily a myth, but there's not enough evidence on Achilles to say who he was. Don't forget Achilles comes from stories, poems, rather than actual written down historical evidence. It comes from hearsay and maybe, and he could have been. Not he was. That's the difference with Achilles. Yeah, if Achilles was real and his feats were real, and he was really the man that we've been told he was, then yes, he was, obviously. But was he the son of Zeus? Do you get sons of gods? No, you don't. It's like Hercules, myth. Hercules would have obviously fucking ripped through bear people, right? But was Hercules real? Probably not. No, they couldn't. But do you know why they couldn't conquer Scotland? Because the Scottish were not daft. In an open, do you know something? I'm not joking. At the time, bro, this is not being bad to the Scottish, not being bad to the Celts, not being bad to the British, not being bad to anybody, bro. In an open battlefield, the Romans would have absolutely wiped the Scottish off the face of the earth. Truth. The Scottish used guerrilla warfare, bro. They would fucking attack the Romans and then melt into the mountains. And then attack them again and melt into the mountains. The Romans, do you know the Romans? They got done in the Teutoburg forest, right? By the Germanic tribes, right? How did they get done? Because they got lured into a place where their formations could not draw formation. Do you know what I mean? They got caught on a drawn out fucking marching line and then tried to form hastily formed shield walls without being able to actually use them effectively on an open field. The Romans on an open field were unbeatable, bro. They were unbeatable on an open field of battle for their time. I'm not saying they couldn't be beat. Some Roman legions have been beat in open battle. Spartacus did it, right? But on the whole, a good, heavily armoured, well-funded Roman legion, like Julius Caesar's veterans, ain't getting beat in open battle, mate, by no army that has ever walked the face of this fucking earth. I'm telling you. Listen, I don't even know who would win between the Romans and the 300, the whole army. 10,000 fucking Spartans against, well, the average Roman army was 20,000. So you've got the average Spartan army was 10,000 strong. That's what they had ready to fight at all times, right? The Romans had 20,000. So put the 10,000 against the 20,000, and I don't know who's winning. And that's just being honest, bro. Because Romans were sick in open formation. That was just one cohesive unit. That's why they were so strong. The testudo and that was no joke. Yeah. So that's what it was with the Romans, mate. But you get them beyond the wall and you get them in the mountains and you get them in a marching line. They're not very effective. They don't fight like that. They don't know how to fight like that. Do you get what I mean? The one thing about the Spartans is individually as fighting men, they were tough as fuck. A lot tougher than your average Roman fighting man on the front line. The Romans fought as a perfect cohesion unit. Without the unit cohesion, they wasn't that tough. But don't forget, you never had one legion on campaign, mate. Julius Caesar's legions comprised of about 20-something thousand men, with everybody in it. And that was what a marching, what you would call, not a legion, but a marching multiple legions would be like. You didn't really, if you was going on a big campaign, you wouldn't have Rome marching with 4,000 to 6,000 men. That wasn't just a small, normal legion, bro. Julius Caesar had 20-odd thousand when he marched on Gaul. See you later, Ruth. Yes, Mr. Castle. You know, Julius Caesar, with his 20,000 men, once took on a tribe called the Helvetii. Helvetii, I think. You'll be able to Google this. Yeah, it's just information that's coming from the back of my head right now. And they had over 300,000. Not all warriors. The whole tribe consisted of over 300,000. He defeated them. He done them all. I'd say at least half of them was fighting men. So 150,000, I would say. And his 20,000 ground them down. That's how tough there was. Imagine standing on a field of battle and you see 300,000 fucking people and you don't know how many are warriors, but you know there's a fucking lot of them. You're like, God damn. No, like I said, the Crusader Knights, bro. The Knights Templar, nah. 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 Bro, they was a fully armoured knight is only getting beat by a fully armoured knight. It's that simple, bro. I mean, obviously you can Agincourt. So the English army came in light armoured with bare archers and fought them on a muddy field of battle. And the French came in fully armoured on a muddy field of battle. Yeah, you'll beat them then. Because when they're falling over, you just jump on them. And that's what the English were doing, you know. The knights were falling over on Agincourt, yeah? And the fucking English were just jumping in and sticking knives in. You know, in the joins of the armour, in the visors. I mean, most of the knights that died that day, this sounds gruesome, yeah, but got stabbed through the face. That's how they died. They got stabbed from being stabbed through the eye or through the mouth. From the visors being lifted up and being, because that's where the easiest place is to stab a knight. Once it's on the floor, jump on top of them. That's how they did them. That's how the English did them. That's how Agincourt was won. Because we went in lightly armoured. So we could like hold the ground and we made them fighters on wet ground. Clever. But other than that, on a dry battlefield, especially like around Jerusalem and stuff, it's desert. You ain't stopping the Knights Templar charge, bro. Nothing can stop it. Maybe an elephant, you know, like Hannibal of Carthage. Well, Carthage fought with elephants, war elephants, right? Maybe war elephants could stop the charge of the horses. I would imagine they would, because the horses would shit themselves. It doesn't matter how heavily armoured that horse is, mate. It sees a fucking elephant armoured running at it, it's probably going to shit itself. But that's the only way you're stopping a horse charge, right? Obviously. Of course. Elephant charge. Like I know a lot about Jerusalem. Do you know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, it puts a stain on Christendom, doesn't it? When we first took Jerusalem, it does, Gavin, it puts a stain on Christendom, doesn't it? Because there was all believers in God. Yeah? And the vicars of God told the fucking knights that they could go into Jerusalem and kill every woman and child because there was non-believers. Bro, it's ruthless. I mean, people say to me, yeah, like all religions, this is what I say to people, all religions have committed atrocities on this planet. Even Catholics and Christians, bro. Loads of them. And people don't know the history. Oh, I do. When the Crusade took Jerusalem, mate, they were holding babies over fire. Muslim babies, bro, they were burning them alive. Graping the fuck out of all the women and then killing them. That there is ruthless. And you've got to understand that this is how it's a mad switch around. So Salahuddin, right, when he took Jerusalem back, he let all the Christians leave. Unmolested. Mad that, isn't it, when you think about it? But that's the truth. I know a lot about Jerusalem, a lot about the Knights Templar, a lot about Salahuddin. Yeah. And I'm telling you now, I know this for a fact. When we went into Jerusalem, we killed all the Muslim women and children, or as many as we could get his fucking hands on. When Salahuddin took Jerusalem back, he let all the Christians leave. Oh yeah, there was ruthless, bro. There was ruthless. No, they had armpit, groin. I know where the breaks are, but the easiest way to take a down knight is just to lift his visor and stick a fucking knife in his head. Easiest way, bro, trust me. Well, a lot of the knights didn't even have visors. Some of the knights were just heavily armoured without visor. Face is the most exposed place. Than trying to get a wriggling knight that's doing this, trying to get it in the joints here. Now just pin his fucking arms down, because that's what the English did. It wasn't one man that jumped on the knights. It was like 3 men that was jumping on these knights. The English did it so sick, bro. I'm great, Dave. How are you? And the Knights Templar did all that, bro. And then there was burned at the fucking stake for heresy and witchcraft. Why? All because fucking the French king wanted the riches, bro. For greed. The Knights Templar were destroyed. The greatest fighting force in Christendom. All because the King of France was skint and he wanted the riches. So he convinced the Pope, right, that they were devil worshippers, bro. There is some evidence to say that there was worshipping other things other than Christ. I don't know if that's true, but there is some evidence, but that evidence was probably fabricated after the effect to give people a reason to understand why the Knights Templar were eradicated. Because the fucking was eradicated, mate. Yeah, there would, Mr. Castle. I know my battle history, bro. I know a lot about battle history. I've studied it all my life. I know exactly how England won Agincourt. I know exactly how it was done. And it was very clever. And it was a bit like how Robert the Bruce, yeah? How did Robert the Bruce do the English? How? He took them to a place where it was bogs. And those charging English fucking knights on them horses, right, got caught in the bogs, pulled off their horses, and the Scottish absolutely killed the shit out of them, bro. That's how it was done. There was no way Robert the Bruce's forces could have met them on an open battlefield. There is no fucking way. Do you know what I mean? So they did it cleverly. They used the terrain against them. And that's exactly what the English did at Agincourt. They used the terrain against them. Very similar battle. Robert the Bruce's battle against the English when he won and fucking destroyed them, yeah, right, was very similar to how the King of England dealt with the King of France at Agincourt. Very similar. It's like if you're from the British Isles, you seem to have intelligence. And not as much ego. It's like if you're from somewhere else, it's like, you know, it's madness to me. Because if you're from somewhere else, like the English have no hubris, but we did years before. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's mad, man, when you think about it, really. Right? Because what the English did to the French, the Scottish did to the English. Do you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, yeah, mate, listen, it's one of them ones. It's one of them ones, mate. Sometimes what goes around comes around, right? You've got to love battles where they're fought for the terrain and because somebody's thinking. Like somebody's thinking, right? It's like the way they did him in the Teutoburg Forest, the Romans, the Germanic tribes. The way they did him in the Teutoburg Forest was perfectly done. You can't kill a Roman legion in open battle. You're going to die, 100%. Right? If it's an open field of battle and they've got places to move and recreate formations and come at you in different formations, they're going to win. But you fight them when they're in a drawn-out line marching through a forest, and you come out the forest and guerrilla attack them and meld back into the forest, because that's what they did for days until the final confrontation. The Romans found a bit of a clearing, yeah, but not big enough to deploy the legions, but just more of a clearing than what they've been fighting in. They got guerrilla warfare to fuck, bro. And that's how Varus lost his legions. That's how the Teutoburg Forest incident happened. The Germanic tribes knew they could not face them in open combat. So we've got to face them in a way that they don't know how to fight. Guerrilla warfare. Vlad the Impaler did exactly the same thing. I mean, Vlad the Impaler was worse. Because when Vlad the Impaler fought Mehmet, yeah, bro, that was guerrilla warfare by a whole nother level. That was psychological guerrilla warfare that Vlad the Impaler used. He was called Vlad the Impaler for a fucking reason. He defeated you, he stuck a stake in the fucking ground, and he impaled you from your arse straight through your body, mate. And the reason people thought he was Dracula was because he was a mad fucker, and I'm not joking, he would get goblets, and while the blood was running, he'd fill the goblet with your blood and drinking. That's the stories of Vlad, and that's why people thought he was Dracula. He was just a crazy bastard that was willing to do anything to win a war. Do you know what I mean, right? And, you know, the caliphate Yeah, they had way more soldiers. My mate had way more soldiers. So it was kind of like a war for his country. And he was willing to do anything to win it. Oh, let's get rid of this dickhead. Don't the Raws have links to Vlad? I don't know. I don't know if the Raws have links to Vlad. Honestly, don't know, bro. I won't be able to tell you that one. That's something I could not tell you. I have not got a clue. That'll be the first time I've heard of it, if they have got links to Vlad. These motherfuckers back in the day were ruthless. It's like Vikings, Blood Eagle. That really happened, you know. Like, that ain't no joke. A Blood Eagle really happened, like they did that. And it was for a fallen enemy, yeah, to still have his right to go to Valhalla, kind of. Yeah, because he's fallen in battle, he's been captured. So for him to go to, I mean, it's ridiculous, this. That you think you're going to go to heaven if you let somebody perform a Blood Eagle on you. But the Vikings were fucking mad. And a Blood Eagle was the most gruesome thing. It was, because it was all done while he was alive. And the idea was to stay alive and not cry out in pain. And if you stayed alive until the whole, basically, surgical procedure was done with an axe, and you didn't cry out in pain, then you was guaranteed to go to Valhalla. And it was gruesome, mate, because it was literally cut down either side of the spine with an axe, peel skin back, ribs, like butchering an animal, ribs from the spine, pull the ribs out, hands in, lungs, pull the lungs out and drape them over the shoulders. I think I would have rather just died in the battle. Back in them days, that is the epitome of go down swinging. Make sure you go down or you win. You don't need that in your life. You know what I mean? Loads of Vikings walking into your hut where you're capturing and going, well, then boys, you lot are lucky. You lot are so lucky. It's such an honour. Do you know what I mean? We're going to Blood Eagle you all. And you're sat there going, oh, cheers, mate. That sounds fucking brilliant. Can I have a cup of mead before you do it? Like, just at least a cup of mead. Yeah, we'll give you a cup of mead. No problem, lad. You're going to do it? Yeah, it sounds brilliant. I can't wait. I've always wanted to be Blood Eagled. That's mad, Mr. Cassog. I never knew that. Danny, listen good. Me and you, 1v1, and that's you decked. And you know it, boy. 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 If you're going to say boy, at least say it correctly. Boy. 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 Ah, the Brazen Bull. I know what the Brazen Bull is, bro. Greek design. Was it Greek or Roman? Greek, wasn't it? Greek design. Cooked alive inside a fucking bronze bull. Sounds rather hot. That'd be horrible. Being cooked alive would be horrible, wouldn't it? I don't know how long it would take before you died and just continue to cook. Yeah, horrible. Mind you, being drawn and quartered. They did a lot of that back in the day, don't they? Fuck me, bruv. Beating literally, like, cutting down the middle of you while you're alive, taking all your insides out, cutting your legs off, cutting your arms off. These motherfuckers back in the day knew how to do it, mate. They don't mess about. Yeah, Greek. Yeah, they did not mess about, mate. with the torches back in the day. And they used to do it for fun. They literally used to do it for fun. The Vikings were ruthless, mate, when they used to capture people. They'd get pissed, yeah? And they would just like drop you from ceilings. See how many times it would take to break your legs. Just keep dropping you, bro. And they'd all place bets. Women, didn't give a shit, bro. If they wanted to have a bit of fun and they was pissed on mead, probably had some magic mushrooms, after the battle, they've captured you. You're a woman. You're a fucking woman, bro. I don't know, you could be an 18-year-old woman, so you're like a young woman. Yeah? Right? They don't give a shit, bro. Do you know what I mean? They'll strap you up, tie you up, hoist you up to the ceiling, drop you. Hoist you up, drop you. Hoist you up, drop you. Until your bones start breaking. And then they'll start making bets on what bone they can break next. What the fuck, bro? That is some ruthless behaviour. Like, really ruthless. But what you got to understand is back in the day, death to these people was normal. Average lifespan was probably half of ours. I would say half, because of the amount of war and pestilence and disease. And don't forget, back in the day, if they got an infection, that infection could most likely kill them, because they didn't have antibiotics. They didn't even know what that shit was. The common fucking flu could kill people because there was no way to prevent it. They didn't understand how it worked, or they didn't understand about, I mean, sometimes, bear in mind, winter, just winter alone, just winter could kill you. Because we didn't have central heating, didn't have fireplaces. You know what I mean? So life was cheap back in the day. Yeah, extremely lucky if you passed your 30s. Extremely lucky, bro. I mean, don't forget, in the Mediterranean, at the time of the Vikings, you know, in the Mediterranean, you had a caliphate there. And some of these fuckers were cannibals still. While the Vikings were alive, the Vikings was not cannibals. They didn't go that far. Not that I know of anyway, and I would have known. Yes, don't get me wrong. Some berserkers in battle would probably bite your whole fucking face off and that, yeah, and probably eat it or something. But that's just because there was berserkers in battle and off their heads, right? But the Viking culture did not involve cannibalism. But in the Middle East, by the Mediterranean Sea and that, well, not even the Middle East, closer than that. Some parts are like Spain and shit, bro. They were still cannibalizing people. They were still eating people. Yeah, they did, Scottish. The Vikings didn't eat themselves. They believed in blood sacrifice and, you know, all that kind of stuff, didn't they? But they didn't believe in, like, eating fucking people off the battlefield, bro. They'd eat horses. They'd eat dead horses all the time. They was always eating horse meat. But there's nothing wrong with eating horse meat, especially if the fucking horse is already dead on the battlefield, right? But no, they didn't eat people. Aztecs did, though. Oh, the Aztecs were brutal people. I reckon the Aztecs were probably the most brutal, because it was literally what you had one thing, yeah, right, with the Aztec people, right? You either worked with them or they cut your heart out, skinned you alive. That's what the Aztecs used to do. They used to skin people alive and cut the fucking hearts out, right? It was literally work with us or you're against us. If you're against us, your heart's coming out. They don't mess about, mate. They were ruthless, the Aztecs. That's how they managed to, you know, stay in power for so long and take over the whole Amazon. That's how they managed to do it, basically. By proper fear. If you don't do as you're told, we're going to cut your fucking ass out. Which would probably make you do as you're told. If we're being honest, wouldn't it? There's some ruthless cultures around the world, mate. Ruthless. There's some cultures around the world that eat the dead because they believe by eating the dead, they ingest the soul of the person. I can't remember what culture it is. There's a culture around the world, man, that believe that, you know. I can't remember what culture it is, man. You'd have to Google that to find out what culture it is that eat the dead because they believe something to do with soul transference or something. I know, Scottish, there is lots of tribes, you know, deep in the Amazon and that, deep in places in the earth that have not been contacted by humans yet. And fuck me, if we go in there, they would probably eat us. Probably eat us, bro. Yeah, they're all cannibals, bro. They're definitely like, see what white meat tasted like, yeah?
What are those little things coming from?
I don't know.
Purple one the other day.
Yeah, I know, because I think Liam must have brought them back from Courtney's and just left them in the house. They was all bouncing all over the floor and I was training the other day. I was like, what the fuck are these things doing here? Yeah, obviously you get there as a white man. They're probably going to spear you and eat you to see what you taste like because they wouldn't have never seen a white man before. A lot of these uncontacted tribes would have never seen a white man before, bro. They wouldn't even know what you was. They'd know you was human, but they wouldn't know. Do you know what I mean? Obviously. I've seen that, Scottish. I've seen that, bro. There's some mad people around this world, mate. Absolutely crazy fucking people. Don't forget we've got Hannibal Lecters in the world, have we? But still, eat people in that. That's people who live in normal society and they want to know what human meat tastes like. I've never even thought about it like, oh, I wonder what Tony's leg would taste like or something. It's never even entered my brain. You know what I mean? On a realistic like thought pattern. Because it's just not something you would ever think of. But some people, they're mad, are they? All right, Louise. I think that the worst kind of place you could ever find yourself though is probably the backwater of somewhere. You know, like the Amazon jungle or somewhere like that, and you're in the middle of nowhere, bro. You've had a helicopter crash, and all of a sudden you just hear noises, and you see eyes, human eyes, but not like human eyes, staring at you out of the greenery. Oh my God. Yeah, but that's different, Colin. I'm not even going to go into that. I've done lots of crazy things in my life, but we don't need to talk about them. Do you know what I mean? We don't need to go into my crazy moments. Everybody has a crazy... Listen, inside you, yeah, there is always inside every human is what I would call somebody who's not human. Do you know what I mean? That's what I would say, inside every human. But that is, you know, it's like, it's just the animalistic side of you. We all have it. We all have it, mate. Every single human has it. It just depends on what it'll take to trigger it, if it'll ever get triggered. Might not ever get triggered, man. Depends on the person, depends on the life, depends on the situations. That's all it is. But everybody has it. You have it, I have it. Every single person watching me has that side of them that is not human. Honestly. It's buried deeper with some people. Some people it's not buried as deep. Some people it takes lots of grief and agony for it to come out. But it's always a possibility. Yeah, it depends on the culture, I would say. Yeah, it depends on the culture, I would say. The culture is definitely where you grow up and what you do in your life. Yeah, Gammon, everybody has that in them. Everyone. I call it just non-human. You know, like base instincts. It's a terrible fact of life, really. And, you know, you have humanity and you have the opposite to humanity. We see it all over the world. There's loads of people who don't have much humanity, man. What did you report, Louise? Obviously, back in the day with the wars of people, then, like, you know, I think once you've been to war so many times, you know, like, oh, you mean the other guy? Yeah, I think if you're put in a situation, I was just about to say this, United, you know, like back in the day, so I am probably quite in touch with my nutty side, but not to the point where I've ever been in a war zone. You know, like, where people around me that I know are just dying en masse. Yeah, I've never been there, right? So for me, it's like, I can't really experience or tell you what the experience is like. Yeah, because I've never experienced it. But I suppose if you're in many wars and you survive many wars, right, and you see all your mates dying on a regular basis and you're surrounded by death, if you are in a few of them, a few battles, you are going to kind of lose your humanity in that situation, right? You've got to, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to mentally survive, would you? In said situation, when there's arms and legs flying off all over the place. So I presume everybody who goes to war is going to have some kind of trigger in them that's different to a normal person or somebody who's never been there. And the more they've been to war, I would imagine the more nonchalant they are about it. You know, somebody dies and it's just a normal thing. You know what I mean? It's just a normal thing. Like, I've seen it all before. And it's mad, isn't it, when you get to that point where you've seen it all before? No, they wouldn't. Gammon, I'll see what people are doing when they're playing it, see if it intrigues me. We'll see. What new art they brought out? A fucking shredder. They brought it up to the surface. That's what I heard they was doing. Or they brought another arc that looks like the Queen or looks like the matriarch. That's the problem with it, bro, innit? They brought out the Queen. Sweet. It's a big crab spider looking thing. Then they brought out the matriarch. It's a big crab spider looking thing. Fight one, you fought both. It looks like a snitch with a, oh my God, a snitch with a flamethrower. Exciting. Yeah, training's going well. Yeah, dying in wars thousands of miles away. Imagine back in the day. They literally, back in the day, yeah, they went to war and they marched for, if they had 1,000 miles to cover, they had to march it on foot. So, I mean, imagine that. They had to march it on foot and then fight the battle. 1,000 mile. I mean, you're in a line and you're like, yo, how far we got to go? 1,000 mile. All right. Oh, I'm blocking him as soon as he comes up, bro. He keeps coming in with different accounts, just gets blocked in seconds, so pointless. Must like wasting his time. Yeah, supplies, carrying their own packs, all their own weaponry. It's not like you've got transport vehicles, is it? So you're carrying your spear, your sword, your shield, whatever armor you've got on, your own supplies for 1,000 fucking mile. And they're having a brawl. Fucking hell. Oh, well, fucking hell. Not all Vikings, Berserkers and Ulfhedna. They had magic mushrooms, but to help them fight. Yeah, and they did drink and they did have stimulants and stuff in their own way. Of course they did. But that's not really, it's not like nowadays, is it? Where you've got a transport helicopter that's going to take all your stuff there. You're going to get on a plane and fly there and be all fresh when you get there. You're going to have a nice meal waiting for you. Nah, bro, they like that. Oh, the Crusades were gruesome. And imagine marching like you're an English knight. And you get on your horse and you ride from England all the way to Jerusalem. Imagine you're a pilgrim. You gotta walk that shit. You ain't even got a horse. You're a pilgrim, bro. You want to make the pilgrimage to Jerusalem. And you decide to walk from France to Jerusalem. Fucking hell. Kingdom of Heaven's a good movie. A good movie. Very good interpretation. Well, no, it's a bit like my mate Elliot, who rode from the UK to Australia, and people went, he didn't ride from the UK to Australia. Do you know what I mean? Right, how can he do that? There's water involved. Well, obviously, he got on a ferry, or I think sometimes he got on a plane to cover the water distance. But the land, he rode it on a bike, on a push bike. Not on a motorbike, on a fucking push bike. Did it last year. Took him a year. But all the land, he rode. Whenever he had to go over water, you can't ride a horse over water. So obviously, you've either got to leave your horse there, get on a ship and buy a new horse when you land, which is a lot of what they used to do, or transport your horse, which a lot of knights would transport the horses because they was close to them. And the horses were war trained. Obviously. No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't survive a day. Well, no, the ferry didn't take him most of it. How did the ferry take him most of it? He rode from Cornwall, got on at Dover, went to France, rode all the way through Europe as far as he could go, until he had to get on another. Listen, it's on fucking TikTok, his whole journey. You can go and watch it. Bike Packer Ellie. That's what it's called. At Bike Packer Ellie. With an I. You can go and watch it. He's on TikTok. His whole journey's there, mate. Watch where he went, how long it took. He didn't just ride to Australia. When he got to Australia, he rode around fucking Australia. And then came back. Epic journey. Something you or me will never do. Fucking hell, Scottish, that's mad. I think that's what Scottish is on about. See, Gammon watches TikTok. So Gammon will say, listen, I know who Elliot is. Innit, Gammon? You know who Elliot is. You've seen his fucking channel. People are like, no, he don't. Yeah, he fucking did. He rode from here to Australia, motherfucker, and then rode around Australia. What an adventure. What an adventure he had. A year of his life just riding a bike through country upon country upon country. And it's something probably nobody in chat's ever going to do, and I'll never do. Yeah, United. You've seen Elliot yourself, innit? That's my surfing buddy. When I go down to Cornwall, that's who I surf with. He's one of my best friends. So when you see me on the picture, you know when there's me and Ethan and James, and then you got the short, big guy, that's Ash, with the blonde hair, and the tall, dark-headed guy, that's Elliot. He's my boy. He did a right journey, mate. It was a hell of a journey, that. Like I said, it's something none of us will probably ever do. Well, I don't think any of us ever will do, to be fair. I won't. I'm not going to ride from here to Australia. He had to save hard for that, you know. Elliot is a tree surgeon. That's what he does. He's a tree surgeon, yeah. And he worked for fucking like 2 years and saved fucking virtually all the money he could after he paid his rent or whatever. Yeah, to do this trip. But he did say to me it was the trip of a lifetime. Fuck me, man was in places where he was eating fucking like bugs and spiders and shit, bro. I watched him eat a spider, bro. Crazy bastard. I think that's when he was in like Thailand or somewhere like that, or somewhere like that anyway. Man was eating fucking spiders, bro. It was like, wow, you nutter. Aretha Morgan is calling my name. I might go on it a little bit later. I might. I don't know. Depends how I feel. I've got to clean my golf clubs and upload this fucking training video to YouTube, and then I've got to start putting all the clips together that you've sent me to upload. I've got to upload some to TikTok. Fucking blah 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 social media stuff. Blah 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 social media stuff. Blah 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 social media. You know how it goes. And it'd be nice to get off this screen so I can, you know, just I've smoked a few fags now and I've smoked a few Dorifas and that. It'd be nice to get off the live, and I don't smoke as much, mate. I'll probably sit here with Tony for a couple of hours and not even touch anything. So I might be on it tonight. I might be, but I've got my golf stuff to get ready. And you know me, golf is important to me, bro. You know it is. So my clubs need cleaning. I need to sort all my bag out, sort all my golf stuff out, decide what I'm taking with me tomorrow, all that kind of stuff. I ain't done the little jaunt for a while, like proper getting it all ready on my way out to like a place that's not around my area, and I'm gonna be out all day and all that. I ain't done it for a while, so it's gonna be quite good to get me out, get me doing what I normally do. Get me on the fucking golf course, lads. Get me on the fucking golf course. No green neither, because you know I don't even take it with me. So I won't have no green, yeah, literally, until I come back to my house tomorrow night. Full day, just nothing. When's the next singing live? I don't know, bro. When I just feel like doing them. Don't forget, I'm not a singer. Quite evidently so. So I don't do them for that, do I? Just do them for a bit of fun. You get what I mean? It's all about fun for me, innit? A bit of singing, bit of fun. Bit of singing equals a bit of fun. I don't know how singers do it, you know, honestly. Because obviously I listen to singers all the time. And do you know, like, I always say this, like, I can't hit certain notes that singers can hit. That's why I'm not a singer. They do things in a totally different way to a normal dude like me. I'm like karaoke singer. They're like singers. And I don't know how they do it sometimes. Like, I listen to people, these professional singers sing. Not all of them. Some of them are scammers, you know. Does my head in, that does. You get people who cannot actually sing. But in a studio, they make music and it gets to number one because it's been done in the studio and mixed to make them sound good. And then you get proper professional singers that sound like nobody in the world, like they're just amazing. But the proper professional singers who are that good, yeah, I swear to God, I love listening to them. But then when I listen to them, I sometimes get to a point where I'm listening and I'm following the notes, or I'm trying to follow. I'm not singing them, I'm just listening. And I hear them do something with the voice and I'm like, how the fuck did you just do that? That's like beyond me. You know, stuff that is like actually beyond me. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't even know how these motherfuckers do this shit. Like, some of them go from, some of the notes they hit, especially the high ones, men as well. I think it's more impressive when I hear a geezer do it than when I hear a woman do it. Yeah. Well, that's why they're singers, though. It's a bit like when I watch fucking, yeah, one of the professional golfers and they're on it, and I watch some of the shots they play and I couldn't play that shot. You know what I mean? That's beyond me. And then you can appreciate just how good they are. I'm thinking about setting up a studio in my spare room upstairs this year. Thinking about it. But Kick's not really a place for me, I don't think, bro. And I don't understand how I'd earn more money off Kick than what I would off YouTube. And I'm pretty sure that Kick is just full of dickheads, a bit like TikTok. And I've already got enough with TikTok in my life for that respect. Yeah, Ron, just block. You know, Ron, block away. You don't normally have to do your mod duties, do you, Ron? I'm also blocking, so we just both have to keep blocking. That's all it is, just keep blocking. Just go up in chat, Ron, and just block, 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 block. Yeah, HS and that. Yeah, HS and that, bro. This motherfucker must have about 40 accounts. No matter, we can just keep blocking them. Ruth's gone to work. Yeah, Ruth's at work. I just keep deleting them, bro. It's no effort for me. Takes me seconds. Hide user from channel, Ron. That's what you do. You hide user from channel. But it's just a click of a button, bro. Put a video out addressing what? I don't need to address any trolls, mate. That's what they would want me to do. And that's that. You don't do what trolls want you to do, bud. Are you mad? I don't talk about no dodgy shit. I don't need to address anything. Everything's always been addressed many, many times over. Afternoon, Mark. How you doing? Oh yeah, Ron, obviously. But people like that are nothing but silly. Are they? Really? Would we expect anything less? I know, Gunnar. But you would never know who they are, would you? So, it doesn't matter, bro. They don't bother me. Just keep deleting and blocking. It's just that simple. Boom, 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 gone. Boom, 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 gone. Yeah, look. Boom, 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 gone. Pluto tomorrow. Golf tomorrow, my friend. I can't wait. I honestly cannot fucking wait. I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to get out there on the golf course, mate. Oh, very weird, Gunnar. Very, very weird. But say no more, bro. The place is full of weirdos, mate. You got good people and weirdos. You don't really have in between. That's how long it takes as well. Click, click. Have a good day, bro. That's how long it takes. Click, click. Right. Time to go and spend some time with the wife. Hey, Bab.
What?
Watch a film or a series?
What?
Do you want to watch a film or a series?
Eh?
Do you want to watch a film or a series?
So I was just making Sammy's plans for the massage, putting that on the phone calls. But when Nick keeps taking his bike out.
Yeah. Tomorrow, mate, I'm playing golf tomorrow. I'm playing the first 9 holes live, providing the connection's okay. If it's not, I'll do it in a video. But I'm only doing the first 9 holes. The second 9 holes, I'm doing videos for TikTok. So you are going to get to see 9 holes live tomorrow, providing the signal holds. It's not my course, it's a different course, so I'm miles away tomorrow. Yeah. So provided my connection holds, then we're going to be good. Watch Weapons, good film. SAS Hero, BBC iPlayer. Well, I'll look on my Fire Stick for it. But I'll have a look for it. What's it about? What's it about, bro? Is it something I'll enjoy? Like, is it factual or fictional? Yeah, is it factual or fictional, bro? Is it like a SAS program where you see a real SAS? All fact-based on how the SAS was made? Fire Stick a year. Depends on where you get it done, bro. 60 quid. Blood and Bone, watched it. Good film. Good film, Blood and Bone. Back in the day. I remember the vampire from the film Sinner. Creed and that. Which vampire? The main one, the dude. He plays fucking, he's in the new 28 Years Later. Yeah, the Irish lad. I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. The main vampire at the end that he kills. He's the main character in SAS Heroes. Okay, I'll see if I can find it, and I'll probably give it a watch. I'll see if I can find it, and I'll probably give it a watch. Right, now, you'll see me live tomorrow for golf, right? And then I've got to catch up with TikTok. So I've got to do TikTok for a few days. So the new Dracula film, you know, Porky, looks really good to me. It's like a romance one where he's looking for his wife through the ages. It does look really good. I'm probably going to end up watching it, you know, because it looks good. So you guys will see me tomorrow. Then you're not going to see me for a few days. I'm not training on on video for a bit. I have got a training video I'm going to upload today, arms, biceps with my fucked up arm. That was so painful, but it was a good workout. And then, so I'm going to upload that. Probably I'm going to start working on it while I'm sat here watching stuff with Tony. Then tomorrow you're going to get me golf live. Yeah. I've got another video to upload for you. What is it? Oh yeah, gaming footage. So I've got another video to upload the next day for you, which is like gaming footage, clips of me gaming. But you guys probably won't see me live after tomorrow till Wednesday, probably the weekend, and then I'll be live again. I don't know when. Friday, you'll see me live Friday when I'm playing my game. So Friday, after tomorrow, the next live you'll see me will be Friday when I am on Red Dead Redemption 2 again. I'm going to play it for about 4 hours on Friday. So I'm going to get right into it and get loads of stuff done and just have some fun. All right, so that's the content that's coming on the channel over the next few days. And yeah, I'll see you all soon, innit? I'll see you all soon. Have a really good day. Have a good day, everybody. Much love and respect. And I'll see you all. The Sound of Freedom, right? You know, someone I haven't watched it. That's more of a Tony thing. It might be a bit ruthless for me to watch. I might not. I might find it hard to watch. But yeah, you know, like maybe if Tony wants to watch it, maybe. I've never watched it because it's just something that I just don't think I want to watch. You know what I mean? It's a bit ruthless, eh? But a lot of people have said it's good and eye-opening. Please watch it with her, it's excellent. I'll ask her if she wants to watch it. And I'll see you all Friday. Well, I'll see you all tomorrow. And then I'll see you Friday for the gaming stream. Tomorrow golf, Friday, and then some videos in between. Have a good day, everybody. Much love and respect. And have a really good day. Stay positive, stay happy, stay true to yourself, and I'll see you all soon, innit? Peace out.